And God said, let there be light. Was that you had? It ain't it. I am back. As you can see, I'm in a different environment. Just roll with it. Roll with it. I got my self-tape thing in the back. Who that in the back? Who that in the back? Who that in the back? Who that? I don't know what kind of beat that was. But see, this is exactly why I love channeling, because like I grow a completely different like personality. Look at that. Yes. So we're going to ignore the obvious. I don't want to talk about it right now. Okay? I don't want to talk about it. I just want to forget about everything and just do this. So what is today? Topic is, what are your strengths? What are your greatest strengths? Like strengths. What's your strengths, bro? What's your straight partner? What's your strengths, partner? It's my partner. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, what are your greatest strengths? Because last time I did like, what are your like toxic traits? I knew you were trouble when you walked in. Same on me, two places I've never been. Let me get my thumbnail real quick. Damn, I do look strong. I look strong, but I haven't really been. I have not. I've been being mindful, very demure, very mindful. I didn't use it anyway. I don't have some of my book, but you know, I've been going off the dome lately. I've been going off the dome, except for here, you know. But yeah, as always, it's gonna be 3 piles, because 3 is the magic number. I got some baby crystals here. Aren't they so cute? It's jade, like in Victoria's. Obsidian and jasper like Twilight. Yeah. So let me see where. Since it's been so long, I really got too much that I want to talk about. We just gonna jump right in. Okay. But to let everybody know before I jump in, the song that was stuck in my mind before I started this was Every Long Hard Day led me to where you are. Others who broke said I wasn't gonna say nothing, but I lied. If you want to jump over, go ahead. But it's just been so weird because I had this dream this morning, and it has been like gnawing at me all freaking day. It is. It's. I'll be straight. I'll be real. So it had like it was a dream. I don't even remember like really the contents of the dream. I do, but I don't, and that's how dreams work, you know. But it's sort of like it involved a guy that I had a crush on when I was in high school, and one of the girls I was friends with as I was growing up, and they were brother and sister. And I don't know, it's just sort of it brought up like memories, but also a pattern in me that I didn't realize until this morning. Well, it I sort of realized it, but I sort of like it like hit me upside the head, and I've just been like, I don't know. I want to talk about it, but I don't. That's the thing with a lot of things right now in my life is I want to talk about it, but I don't. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Let's jump right in to Power 1. Power 1. I picked this one up, so let's see. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, Father, Son, Holy Spirit, thank you so much for bringing us all here. Please give me the information that you would like to tell these people. Tell them, Lord. Tell them again. Tell them again. So, what is Power 1's greatest strength? What is Power 1's greatest strength? Y'all, I'm up north and it cold, but I'm next to a heater, so I'm like cold and hot at the same time. What is Power 1's greatest strength? What is my Power 1's greatest strength? I'm feeling like I be getting a lot of the same cards, but it's like, I don't know, I feel like it's just the season I'm in, like, where my level of understanding, that they're like, you know this, so you go get it with these, like, you know? But once I shift, I'll probably see more cards, but, you know, I don't know, because I'll be shuffling. What is Power 1's greatest strength? One more card. Yeah, dang. Just one more, please. Just one more. What is Power 1's greatest strength? What is Power 1's greatest strength? What is Power 1's? What is this? It's not in order. Comes over my heart. They were like northern stars, guiding me on my way. Then it's the way you are. I'm gonna do it how they do it in spades. You know what I'm saying? They say cut the deck, cut like that. greatest strength. Two more. Legs and hips and body. Help me out, Lord. Ooh, my back. My back. My back. My leg. My leg. Bald. 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 What is my pile one's greatest strength or greatest strengths? Is that you are fearless, or fearless and fierce. Ready and willing to get yourself out of any situation that you do not want to be in. And I'll rise like the day, I'll rise up. In spite of the ache, I'll rise up. And I'll do it 1,000 times again. I'll rise up. Rise again, I'll rise up. In spite of the ache, I'll rise up. And I'll do it 1,000 times again. All we need is to love each other. Yeah. He's a little bit of a fixer-upper. Something. So I guess that's also like, yeah. It's like you're a DIYer you're a visual architect. So whenever you look at something, you see the potential of what it could be. It's a little bit dangerous when it comes to love, which when I was talking about, he's a little bit of a fixer-upper. You can look at somebody and see, like, you can see them at the point that they're at, and then you can see where they could be or where they would be. And you can take advantage in a good way. You can take advantage of the things that you see. Like I said, you're a visionary. That's exactly what a visionary is that they're able to see what is not there, what other people are unable to see. You can see it clearly, and you can make the steps to go forward with that. What else? What is my power one's greatest strength? It's either you don't have or you let go of imposter syndrome. Where the opportunities that are presented to you under normal circumstances you would feel unworthy. You would feel like doesn't matter what anybody says to you, doesn't matter how much someone speaks into you, you're not able to fully. It's like shoes that you undoubtedly feel like you'll never be able to fill. You don't give in to that. Maybe it's like it comes and then it goes. Regardless of it, if it does come, you don't let it succumb. You don't succumb to the feeling. You don't succumb to that energy. You don't allow your fears to stop you from growing. You don't allow your worst fears to stop you from growing. And you don't listen to the inner critic. You don't listen to the outside critics. It's sort of like you're like, you know how like with actors they have like movies with Rotten Tomatoes. Like it doesn't matter what kind of reviews you had on your last projects, whether they were good or if they were bad. Because sometimes even having success before can give you imposter syndrome. Like that success from before, was that a fluke? Can I replicate that on a regular basis? Am I able to keep, like, am I able to sustain this? Is this sustainable? Or was this like a one-hit wonder? Am I a one-hit wonder? And with this third neck, it's sort of like, do it for the vine, I ain't gonna do it. Do it for the vine, I ain't gonna do it. Do it for the vine, I ain't gonna do it. So you ain't finna do it for the vine. Do it for the vine, I ain't gonna do it. And with these channel messages, with this leg and massage, I sort of feel like whenever someone's having like a growth spurt, like that, you can feel the growth in your legs, and it hurts. You can feel the bones. You can feel like, when you're growing, and you're able to soothe through the growth. It's sort of like that movie where the guy he wanted to be an astronaut, but with the astronauts they had a height requirement. So it's something that a lot of people are doing nowadays, is where if they feel like they're too short, they're getting their legs done, and they're like basically having like an incision on their knees and then elongating the bone, and then there's like a healing period, and then after that you're taller. So you're not afraid of what would come with the opportunity of growth. So a lot of people would look at a procedure like that and be scared and be like, oh, there's so much risk, which for me, I'm not a plastic surgery type of person. Like, I grew up watching Botched, y'all. I'm not because it's sort of like that. I know this is a diversion, but it reminds me of Princess and the Frog, how like the voodoo guy, like he tries to help people, but like instead he gives them a curse. So it's very dangerous to trade what you have to get a possibility of what you want. But that's the whole point of not every risk ends in tragedy. It just depends on what kind of risk you take and the leverage of what that'll bring. But if you feel like the risk is worth it, you will take it. And that's something that not many people are willing or able to do, is to go after risk. And you have sort of like a vigor, an intensity, a zeal that you have with the things that you pursue. With this Chariot. Is there anything else? Yeah. And it just goes back to like the romantic aspect of he's a little bit of a fixer-upper. It actually reminds me of that scene, like with the trolls. Dearly beloved, what's going on? You're having a wedding. But it seems to be like you are a person who is very loyal, and with this pen pal, it seems like you were a person. Like I saw a post on Twitter today that's like, are you loyal through the talking stage? And it seems like you're loyal, and I don't think that's a detriment. I do not think that's a detriment. It just depends on what the other person does with your loyalty, and you can give or take that however you see fit. It is yours to give, and it's not, nobody's entitled to that. So if you want to invest, you have the ability to invest. If you would like to withdraw your investment, that is your right. So if you want to give trust to someone, regardless of if you know if they're worthy or not, here I come is what I just heard. So it's like worthy or not, here I come. And just compartmentalize your feelings, because if you invested in someone and they're not exactly what you thought, just be able to have your heart in a compartment where it's not leaking into that, like it's not contaminating the stock of whatever you have. Just make sure you're able to, like, you're giving a small investment, not the whole thing. Like, you don't have all your eggs in one basket is mainly what I mean. Like, if you want to give one egg, just make sure you have the ability to make more eggs, and you have more eggs. If you don't want to give your eggs to other people, you just want to give one egg to one person, and then one egg to that same person, one egg. Just give one egg at a time. If you see that you're not getting back what you're giving, that's when you withdraw. Which I'm sure you know, but it's sort of like sometimes you have to have a kind person to say that to you, and say it with love. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's all that I have for you, part 1. Is that all? I'm giving it all to burn it back down. Giving it all, burn it down, burn it to the ground, burn it to the ground. What y'all know about that Linkin Park? What y'all know about it? Part 2. Let's see what's in store for you. What is my Part 2's greatest strength? You know, I feel like I should start like pre-piling. Maybe I'll do it next time. I feel like then maybe it'll give me like a variety. Alright, Part 2. What are Part 2's greatest strengths? What is my Part 2's greatest strengths? What is my Part 2's greatest strength? Strengths. Enunciation. Strengths. two's greatest strength. They say the price of my love's not a price that you're willing to pay. You cry, the tea that you hurled in the sea when you see me go by. Why so sad? I thought that we made an arrangement when you went away. Now you're making me mad. And even despite our estrangement, I'm your man. You'll be back soon, you see. You'll remember you belong to me. You'll be back, time will tell. You'll remember that I served you well. Oceans rise, impossible. We have seen each other through it all. And when push comes to shove, I will send a fully armed battalion to remind you of my love. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. You say our love is draining and you can't go on. You'll be the one complaining when I am gone. And no, don't change the subject, 'cause you're my favorite subject. My sweet, submissive subject. My loyal, royal subject. Forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. You'll be back like before. I will fight the fight and win the war. For your love, for your praise. I forgot the next part. For your praise. I will kill your friends and family to remind you of my love. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Let's see. Sorry, y'all. If you don't like Hamilton, get the fuck up out of here. No, I'm kidding. But seriously, leave. Leave. You wouldn't have fun here. Just kidding. What is my power to? Great strengths. What's my power? 1, 2. Greatest strength. One more. Okay. Okay, my power 2. It's seeming like. What is your greatest strength? Is you go against the grain. You go against the grain. You don't mind saying no. Look at this. You pulled both the no cards. Both the no cards. You leave it like no. No is a full sentence. It's no and oh. My name is no. My number is no. And I'm also seeing I heard you asked me for my sign and I said it was stop. So that song with Tori and Jade, which is funny because it's Jade. Yeah. I forgot how it goes right now. I sang that whole song and now I can't remember another song. It'll come to me. You probably know what I'm talking about anyway. But if you about that life, if you about that life, if you about that life, about that life, if you about that life. Yeah. Cause with this, um, I don't know. It's sort of like I'm feeling like you're in the song of the 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 king or whatever. Like he's mad because they was supposed to do whatever he said, and he was like, and the people was like, nah, I gotta go my own way. I got to move on and be who I am. I just don't belong here. I hope you understand. Might find a place in this world someday. At least for now, I gotta go my own way. Even in love, even in love, cause I got 3 love cards up here. Um, even in love, I just saw 222. Like it don't matter how much I love you. You know I love you. I can love you from afar. I can love you from all the way over here because that's what needs to be done. Okay? Because you're not gonna play in my face. You're not gonna do this. You're not gonna do that, and I'm not gonna do nothing. That's just not gonna happen. It just ain't gonna happen, boy. It ain't gonna happen. Sorry. Um. So yeah, and it also just seems like you're a person that cultivates and maintains. Um, it may not be the easiest thing to maintain. It's like I've seen all this like castle royalty type stuff. And a castle, not many people have castles because not many people can afford to have a castle, you know, because you need the people to take care of the ledgers. You need the people to clean. You need people to, you know, like if you got like how many rooms, how many, you know, like inventory and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't be having no dirty castle. You need maids to keep that thing up, or else it's gonna be dusty and nasty. And who wants that? Who wants a dirty, nasty castle? Who wants that? Why would you have a dirty, nasty castle? And that's just like also like just like with a house too. Like if you want a big house, you gotta take care of it, and not many people who would do that gracefully. What else is your strength? Abundant refreshments and holding on to fortune. You're not stingy. It's like you stingy, but you're not stingy. You're generous, but a mindful, generous person. Um, and also like with this proposition, with this instruction invitation, it's like like people come to you. Yeah, I got a proposition you can't refuse. I'll give you a proposition that you can't refuse. But yeah, like people come to you because they know that you got it like that. If I come to you with a project in mind, I know that you're going to be able to back that shit up. Bag it up, 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 bag it up. They can bag it up, cause I got a big ego. Such a huge ego. But he love my big ego. It's too much talk like this, cause she can back it up. Ego so big, you must admit I got every reason to feel like I'm that bitch. Ego so strong, if you don't know, I don't need that. I can sing it with piano. We've been through this, so I ain't gonna do it to you too many times, baby. But yeah, like you have a confidence in yourself. You got that swagger walk. You walk with the swagger because you know that you can back it up. He walk like this because he can back it up. Walk with a limb. Walk with this, walk with that. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter what falls apart because I can rebuild it back up. If I lose this over here, I can rebuild this over here. If this goes bad, I can find me another. And that's just how it goes. Like say like with love. You are what you attract. So if you feel like you are attracting the love that is not good for you, you're going to separate it. You're going to say no. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Because if you grow suspicious, like, something don't smell right over here. You don't smell right. I don't like it. Because guess what? Silence. A message from the king. A message from the king. I always hear Despacito with this one. Despacito. Despacito. So I think that just means slowly, like slow and steady wins the race. Because that's why you probably are suspicious, because there have been people in the past who go too fast. And that's a sign of manipulation, especially in love. If people are wanting to like glide past all the goalposts, like you're literally try to go around the Monopoly board just so you can pass go. Like you just literally, you're not considering any of the thresholds. You're just wanting to pass go so you can collect that $200. Like no, we going past Boardwalk, we going past Madison's Garden, we going past this, we gonna stop by the jail, we gonna take pictures of a hood, pose. Like, baby, what you in a rush for? Because look, people who know that they're not here for a long time, they only here for a good time, that is a red flag. You don't deal with swindlers, you don't deal with con artists, you don't deal with suspicious people. See, that's another thing that I was thinking about this morning, is this like the pattern that I noticed before is a lot of times for me is, should I reveal this? I don't know. I be feeling so weird and awkward. Oh. One thing I noticed is look, I build with people, I spend time with them, but I don't really notice the gravity of their affection for me, because maybe people don't really learn my love language or something. I don't know. I think people just don't understand me. So I inadvertently reject people because I think that they don't like me as much as I like them. But the thing that hit me today, it was like, oh, I think maybe they did like me. It's just that I don't think they learned me enough. So they push like, is for me, I'm like a motherboard or something like that, where it's like an alien ship or something, and people just don't know what all the buttons do, so they don't try to touch nothing. But I really don't. But I'm like, when people do try to touch a button and they touch the wrong button, I think they do it on purpose. Like in my mind, they do it on purpose. Cause I'm like, have you? What the fuck wrong with you? So then, boom, you're ejected from the mothership. You're gone. You're never gonna see me again. But it's sort of like you have to have. I feel like this is just me going on a tangent or whatever. But like I said, I want to talk about it, but I don't, because it's like when things are out of your mind. I'm not out of my mind, but when things are like they come out of your mouth, they become materialized and they take form. And a lot of times it's not the form that you imagine in your head, so you feel protective of it. Like, I don't want this to come out wrong. I don't want other people to interpret this in a different way than I want it to be interpreted, but that's just how life is. But what was I even talking about? Y'all, sorry if I use y'all for therapy. Sometimes concepts just need to be verbalized. But I was thinking about like suspicious and people going past goalposts, even though like oh yeah, that's another thing I wanted to say is I don't like microwave love. And that's initially what manipulation is that they try to, how you gonna try to cook a pot roast in the microwave, and you try to put it in the microwave for 3 minutes and 33 seconds. That's not gonna work. It's not gonna be cooked right. It's not gonna be right. You need to wash the meat, marinate the meat, season the meat, and put it in a crock pot and let it cook for all goddamn day. Okay? That's how much care and intention love needs to take. And once you get suspicious about somebody, she needs some milk. If you see somebody who needs some milk, somebody. Yeah, if you like, you're not here for a good. You here for a good time, a lot of long time. You know, I'm way up. I feel blessed. I'm way up. I feel blessed. So, quit playing. Is there anything else? I wanted to read this. Actually, that didn't apply to y'all. My legs are cramping. I just think that you guys are aware and adamant on the protection of the things that you built and maintaining them, and you will swim against the tide. It's like, you know how salmon swim upstream. They go against the grain. They go into whatever direction they feel is right for them. That sort of reminded me of what I said for part 1, but part 2 is a little bit different, but somewhat the same. But anything else? I think that's all. If you are wanting another reading, I have more on my channel, or just wait. I know it's been like 2-3 weeks. I was going through some changes in my personal life, okay? So, as you can see, I'm, you know, transitioning, so I needed time to do like my own thing, and like I had to start another job and like all this other stuff, bro. So like, bro, give me some space, bro. Like, give me some grace, okay? I can't do everything all at once, okay, bro? I'm a compartmentalizer, bro. Like I be doing stuff, and I be doing stuff, and I be doing stuff, and I be doing stuff, cause I be doing stuff. Like, bruh, like, bruh, chill, bruh. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there one day, okay? Thanks. Pal 3. Pal 3. Pal 3. What's up, bruh? What's up, my man? What's up? What's up, bro? I love you, bro. What's up, my man? So, what's up? We finna get into what is my pile 3's greatest strength, okay? Let's find out. Let's find out. What is my pile 3's greatest strength? My pile 3? I ain't do this in a weedy. My pile 3. My pile 333. My pile 333. 3 3 333 333. Period. Feels nice to be back. Pile 3. What? Ooh, that one popped out. What is your greatest strengths? What is your greatest strengths? What is? Alright, I'll leave this at that. What is my bio 3 greatest strength? What is bio 3 greatest strength? What is bio 3 greatest strength? Hey, what is bio 3 greatest strength? What is bio 3 greatest strength? What is bio 3 greatest strength? Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Boom, boom. Are y'all musicians? What is about 3 good straight? What is about 3 good straight? Y'all be jigging for real. Y'all be jigging. Got me jigging. Got me jigging. Yeah. Got me jigging. So much joy in the air. So much joy. What is Power 3's great strengths? What is Power 3? What is strength? What is Power? You can pause it. Y'all, I updated my phone. I don't like how it looks. It's kind of ugly a little bit. Like, why do iPhone be updating it and it be looking ugly? Like, ooh. One more. What is going on? What is going on? Y'all, I recently watched Hamilton. Again, like, of course. You know, there was one year where, like, Satisfied was my #1 song on Wrapped. What was my #1 song for this year? How I Look on You. It's cover on a magazine in just 2 weeks. Not just too sweet. Now you ain't even got time for me. Only see him on the big screen. Woke up in the 5 mirror, you wasn't there. Know that you're there. Was that just a transition? But remember where you come from. We stepped out on a Friday night. Cute headliner. Don't do a thing like, who's that guy? Say you ain't in it for the spotlight, boy. I know. Do it no more. Boy, show me what you're in it for. What's Power 1's great strength? How I look on you. Have a look, have a look on you. Have a look, have a look on you. Have a look, have a look on you. Oh, oh. Have a look, have a look on you. Have a look, have a look on you. Have a look, have a look on you. I'm a pop girly all the way. And I used to deny it. I wanted to be indie. I wanted to be rap. I wanted to be rock so bad. Like, why? I'm a pop girly down. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. How I Look on You was number 1. Sweet Honey Bucking was number 2. That's country. But, you know, was number 3? My number 3? My number 3. My number 333? What was my number 3? I think that was America's Has a Problem. Beep, 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 beep. And Beyonce down. I used to be mad that other people was mad at Beyonce. Girl, I don't give a fuck. You can fight me. You can fight me. Beyonce, get behind me. Get behind me, Beyonce. Y'all, get behind me, Beyonce. I'm going to buck. I'm going to bet. I'm going to war for it. I'll die for it. To go to war for it. Texas, honey, damn, all the way. Anywho, but yeah, pop girly, Beyonce girly, Beehive is buzzing. And America's Got a Problem, and then Link Up. I just pull up in the Brinks truck. Bad bitches link up. $100,000 in my link up, yeah. I'll just fuck on me up with the sink up. Bad bitches link up. I bet you wanna see me naked on you. Yeah, I got a bad nigga that can stomach. 50 digits in my section on it. Y'all, and they all with the shit. I bet you wanna see me naked on you. Yeah, I got my million niggas that can me. Y'all, 50 bitches in my section on it. Y'all, and they y'all with the shit. I'm just feeling young and y'all coming. I know y'all don't care about this shit. Let me shuffle. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. How I look on you. Okay. Oh. Alrighty. It's really like I fuck with myself, so I just assume that y'all fuck with me. But if you don't fuck with me, why you here? Why are you here? Why are you here? You know what I'm saying? If you're mad, stay mad. Stay mad. So it seemed like you all got some complicated people around you. What is your greatest strength is regardless of the type of people or the circumstances around you, you remain who you are. You march to him and say, my name is Moana. You will board my ship, sail the sea, and return the heart of Daviti. So you open up that mouth and tell people what the fuck it is and what the fuck it ain't. Cause when I'm not around, you wanna talk shit. But when I come around, you don't wanna post up. So yeah, it seems like you just have a lot of characters around you. A lot of fake, snake, energy drain, you're a drag, such a drag. Energy drain, people who are overly dependent on your energy. 5555. But you're able to stay, like, you have a bubble around you, an impenetrable bubble where you don't allow people, like, you can see through the fakeness. You see a snake, you chop their head off. You see people who are trying to be dependent on you. You give what you're able. You give to. You give what you're able. You're giving what you want, but you don't overextend yourself just for their benefit, especially if it's a detriment to you. And a lot of people project that because you are not able, or not able, but because you're not willing to fill the holes in their life, they project their own problems onto you. They see those things as a betrayal. But you have eyes that see through deception. Because we all know the phrase, the magician has all the tools needed for whatever, what the saying. They have all the elements that they need: the pentacles, the cups, the swords, and the wand. Yeah, I was like, that's only 3. And you have the mind to cultivate these elements and to make it whatever you need it to be done. And it will be done. And the people that you do, from your lips to God's ears, for the people that you do like or love romantically, you reserve the good for them, for yourself, but for them as well. You have the discernment. You have the discernment. Calmer journey, for a confession of love. How all of my my piles have an element of love. Doki doki. Ski des. It's sort of like a person who is like Squidward with everybody else, but with the people you love and you treasure, you're like SpongeBob. Just a burst of energy, a beacon of joy, of tenderness, of delight. Turkish delight. Like, in the way that the queen, the ice queen from Narnia, how she just took like one little drop and she asked, what do you desire? And that one little drop can make whatever their hearts desire. They say, what do you want? Blah. I got it here for you. You do the same thing for yourself. Always do that for yourself first. But it's just like a beauty that, of course, like, oh, what do I want for dinner? Like, boom, I make it for myself. But to embody that for someone else, it's a beautiful thing. It's beautiful. But it's funny because, like, to anybody who you feel is like fake or a snake or dependent or energy drained, or if they're corrupted or violent, or they have potential for betrayal, or they present themselves like like this false prophet. Like for those people, you can see it. It's like you, nigga, you know we can see you. You know we can see you. And it's really funny because it's like for anybody else, it's like I don't got it. Like I'm like for them, for you, I'm broke. I don't got no money. For you, like I have an appointment later on. I can't drive you here. For you, like I like oh I just forgot I'm fresh out. Like I'm sorry. Like I ain't got nothing for you. I ain't got nothing for you. But it's if it's for a person that you love or you like are romantic towards, like a family member or like a friend or like a people you're romantic towards. Don't correlate those things. But I was saying attaching people that you love, a family member or a friend, but for a romantic partner, also confession of love. You're like, I'm available, I'm here for you, whatever you need that I can give. Like essentially somewhat like a bottomless pit of love. And that's cool. What I just heard when I said that's cool, I heard that's bad, that's really, really bad. I forget which musical that's from, but I don't know, I feel like that's all that I have for you guys. I don't think I'm gonna do like an extra message at the end because I did not think of a topic. So yeah, I will be back. I will be back next week. I will continue to post. And until then, let me see if this is relevant to you all. Yeah. Because a lot of times, like, I don't know, this is a sign of growth. That reading it and interpreting it for whatever situation it's needed, and the book isn't always needed. So I appreciate your time, appreciate your presence. I hope I see you again. Till then.